Alright, let's talk about Wolfenstein 2, the new Colossus. I've been playing Wolfenstein since I was just an itty bitty little girl sitting down on, God, I think it was my dad's Mac. Maybe it was his PC. I don't remember what it was for. But I just remember that I would always apologize to the doggies because I had to kill them because I felt really shitty having to kill doggies. They didn't know they were evil. So I just finished Wolfenstein 2, the new Colossus. And it's really, really good. It is more of the same. It does play very much like the most recent past Wolfensteins. There really isn't much new there. Except a little bit later on in the game, this big event happens and you get an option between 3 different, like, upgrades to yourself. One being something that allows you to be more stealthy. One, I think, allows you to reach higher areas. I chose the one that looked like shoulder pads that I can charge through things. That's what I chose. That's the only really thing that I'd say offers any kind of new gameplay to the overall game of Wolfenstein. I'd say the real thing that's going to attract a lot of people to this game, if you haven't already played past Wolfensteins, or even if you have, the thing that's really going to attract a lot of people to this, I'd say, is the story. The story is amazing. It's super dark. It's really gritty. It will really make you feel very uncomfortable and very, very angry a lot. But that's one of the things I like about it. They really didn't pussyfoot around anything. They really went balls to the wall. And I mean, it's a Wolfenstein game. That's exactly how it should be. I love how dark and how unforgiving the story is. I love that. The only thing I really wish that the game offered was a little more variant in the places that you actually play through. I went through a lot of places in either cutscenes, or I went through a lot of places where I would just walk through it and kind of explore a little bit, but there would be no combat, no real gameplay, that I wish I could have spent more time in and had a little more gameplay while playing it. Like, I went through a city, and I went through places that weren't just looking like it was aftermath industrial area. I've spent way too many times in iron corridors and just really stale gray places. And I know that goes with the kind of theme and the overall feeling of Wolfenstein, but there were a lot of times, again, like I went through places in cutscenes, and I was like, no, wait, I want to play through this. Let me explore this area. I'm tired of the only time I get real control of my characters is when everything is just basically 5 different shades of gray and it's all just made out of metal. Because I have trouble really, I guess, feeling invested in the actual world that I'm playing through because it all looks so sterile and it all looks the same. I need to see a little bit more of the world around Wolfenstein and not just the immediate levels to really feel invested in what I'm doing. The story keeps you there, the story keeps you interested, but I just wish the environments offered a little bit more variety. I already mentioned how it plays very much like past Wolfensteins. It's really awesome. I love shooting dudes. I will always love shooting dudes, and Wolfenstein is definitely one of the games that makes shooting dudes really, really gratifying, especially the headshots. Ooh, they feel so good. You get to upgrade your guns. Each different gun, well, some of them, you don't get to upgrade your heavy guns. And each different gun has, I believe, 3 or 4 different upgrade slots. I think they all have, you know, the standard upgrade that lets them carry more ammo. They all have an upgrade that lets it do heavier damage, armor piercing, that kind of stuff. Silencer. I do wish the long-range rifle actually had a silencer so that I could silently snipe people. I love sniping people. They don't even know it was coming. They're like, oh my god, I'm dead. You get into a lot of situations where you can snipe people and you can just start picking them off, but then you notify everybody that you're there and then the alarms get rung and you're fucked after that. And stealthing. I'm not good at stealth already, but stealthing in Wolfenstein 2 was impossible. You know, while trying to stealth, you can kind of hide behind the wall and then kind of peek around the corner, but they see me every single time. I don't know how to successfully stealth in this game because there's no indicator of which way they're facing. There's no like, oh my god, they're about to see you kind of level. It's just, boom, they see you, you're done. And as soon as they see you, the alarms get raised and that's it. There's no hiding and waiting until the alert goes away because it doesn't. They don't go, oh, well, I guess he left. No, they're just like on alert the entire time. And I just cannot be sneaky in this game. Well, I suck at it anyways in all games. I'm not a stealthy person, but in this game specifically, it's very, very, very hard. Very hard. I find it very hard because, yeah, they see me every fucking time. But yeah, overall, Wolfenstein 2 New Colossus is a lot of fun. I definitely would recommend it, whether you've played past Wolfenstein games or you haven't, and you enjoy going through levels and shooting dudes in the face. It's, you know, what's not to love about that? And especially if you're a story-driven gamer and you really like games that are very, very invested into an overall story and what's going on and the characters and how they play out in that story and stuff. That's the big, big thing about this game for me. Without that story, without the story being so gritty and so dark as it is, I would probably think this game was pretty personality-less and kind of generic. Because without the story, I wouldn't really say any of the characters really stand out, and as I said before, the environments aren't really that interesting. It's really, really the story of Wolfenstein 2 that makes it interesting and makes it what it is. So yeah, let me know what you guys thought about the game, and as always, I totally love you.